Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to be looking at September 2022 price predictions for Dogecoin. It's been a tough summer for Doge after falling down just below 5 cents back in June. We had some recovery happening, touched up to 9 cents, but has since retraced back down to 6.3 cents or so. We'll take a look at that on the charts, look at the overall view of the summer and the economic conditions and what's going on. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell so you can be notified when my new videos come out as well as when I do live streams. Right now, streaming on Monday nights and Friday nights, so please be sure to tune in. Have a good time chatting about Doge and other altcoins and Bitcoin, what is going on in the markets. So always a good time. Please be sure to tune in for that. So Dogecoin, right now, we're in this kind of tenuous position right now, as I've been saying, between is it going to drop down lower or are we going to go on a run? Those are the things we're talking about. We were all hyped about this Artemis rocket that was going to take Dogecoin around the moon, Doge going on a ride. And unfortunately, that rocket launch was scrubbed because of some gas leaks or something. And so that's going to have to be rescheduled. We get all hyped up about these things and then a little disappointment comes in. So that's too bad about that. But going forward, we're still got Elon Musk talking about SpaceX and what SpaceX's involvement is going to be about taking a literal Dogecoin to the literal moon. Hopefully that happens in 2022, but that would be later on, maybe December timeframe, or as things happen, further delays could push it back to 2023. So let's go back to the next month here. We're going to be talking about September, how Dogecoin is going to be trading from here at the end of August going into September. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the news and the charts. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So this is the view of Dogecoin looking back over the past 3 months. We'll be looking at this again more carefully in a minute. But overall, we had the big dump from Doge up at 9 cents all the way down to 4.95. That was back on June 14th. Since then, Doge has made a number of recovery runs, only to be shorted back down. But it did make it back all the way up to 9 cents again. So I see 9 cents as being a major resistance line once Doge starts to go on another bull run. Unfortunately, since then, back on August 16th, Doge has had 3 major drops, and right now really fighting at that 630 line. So that 630 line seems to be right where Dogecoin is right now. So Bitcoin falls below 20,000. Ether, Dogecoin, other crypto prices also plunge. For some reason, Litecoin is going on a little bit of a run, but again, that's going to be, we see that in a number of altcoins where they'll go on a little run and then they'll just get pushed back down. What we see normally is when the rest of the crypto market then starts to go up and have a little green, that one that went on that previous run will turn red. We saw it with Cardano before last week. That's typically what we see. So this talks a little bit about the Federal Reserve, their rate hike path, and what's happening with Bitcoin and then Ethereum. A lot of optimism going towards the merge, which would happen sometime around September 15th or so. But with that surge that we saw in Ethereum, then there's some kind of a second look at it and thinking, well, maybe that's not going to be so great. And so then Ethereum plunges back down. So when Ethereum dropped by nearly 11% last week, again, that was based on comments of the Fed about increasing rates. So what we are going to see is an underlying sentiment that a downward trend is going to continue in the coming week. So that's a short-term look at what's going to be happening this week. Dogecoin price prediction. Here's the Doge price targets for the end of Q3 2022. This is on Coinpedia. So there's 2 options here. One, Doge price is closer to marking new lows in 2022, is progressive in reaching the lows at around 6 cents or slightly below this level. Option 2, the asset is believed to strike above 10 cents in the coming month to record a progressive close for the quarter and ignite a bullish trade for Q4 ahead. Which option do you think this is going to go? That's the point here as we're looking at Dogecoin price has lost 30% of its value this summer. So, yeah, and so here's the overall chart that they're looking at on in this article, and this heavy downward resistance line that they have with Dogecoin at this inflection point of being able to turn around and come back up immediately, or is Doge going to drop down further? Right now, I'm looking at this second one. This is what I'm looking at, is Doge is going to probably have a second dip, and we're going to see this double dip here, is what I believe. And I don't see 10 cents being in the cards for September. I just don't see that kind of run happening. So looking at this chart, here's what we have. We've got from the drop back in June, this yellow line down here is the 5 cent line, and this is going to be the target that we're going to be looking at, unfortunately, later on in September. The bull run is probably going to happen a little later. There could be a little mini bull run that would kind of fake people out, could be a bull trap. But here's this 9 cent heavy resistance line up here, and this goes all the way back again till May and June. So what we had was, we had 9 cents here in May, hit 9 cents again in June, and then hit 9 cents again here in August. Those three bounces create this very strong resistance line, where if Doge did start to go on a run, it would might be able to make it to 9 cents, but then after that would probably get rejected down. So this is what I would be looking at for Doge sort of trading, is there's probably going to be some sort of dip, probably going to be a run, and then sometime there's going to be a big dip. Something is going to happen that's going to cause a bigger dip, and it's going to be in the overall crypto market. That dip right there, that's going to be the double bottom. Again, we zoom back out and we look at that double bottom from here in June. This was the first one, and this would be a classic double bottom that we would see, and that would be the target we'd be looking at as a new low. Now, will it absolutely do this? We don't know, but this tends to be what we see in trading with the overall economic condition that we have: rising inflation rates, rising interest rates, energy problems around the world. Not a good time for any huge bull run to go on during the next 30 days, that from what I can see. So as we say with price predictions, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is for edutainment purposes only, but I do back it up by telling you what I'm doing. And what I'm doing right now, and I'm still doing, is I've got cash waiting on the sidelines. Been there about 2 months. It's really hard holding on. I usually like to go ahead and buy, but right now I'm not buying. I am waiting. I do think there's going to be this double dip that we're going to see, and there's going to be some more pain in the markets, unfortunately. When that time is, we don't know, and I'll never time the market right. Won't hit the exact bottom of when I think that next dip is going to be, but we'll certainly be following along. So be sure to follow me and what I'm looking at, because I'll keep you up to date on what I see and what my outlook is. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about September price predictions for Dogecoin. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.